Hello, this is New Vision TV. I am Lynn Komjisha. In a home nestling on the outskirts of Gayaza, a young family is breathing life into the creation of an HIV-free generation in Uganda. Born HIV positive, Kraishi Mubiru and his wife Ruth Nanteza Mubiru are among the approximately 16 million children orphaned by AIDS globally. They shared their life and work story with Angela Ndagano.
Both Kraishi Mubiru and his wife Ruth Nanteza Mubiru were born with HIV. But nevertheless, they have defied the odds and are raising an HIV-free son and have a daughter on the way. 27-year-old Kraishi Mubiru relieves the events that unveiled his HIV status. He was 17 years old and preparing to sit his senior for examinations when he fell horribly sick.
I got to learn of my HIV status in 2006, 2007. That was when I was in senior 3. And when I was enrolled in senior 4, the tension that comes with senior 4 examinations is what provoked my immunity to fall down. And eventually one day while at school, I collapsed. So my relatives rushed me to hospital, and from there, that's when they learned of my HIV status.
His family realized that he had contracted the disease through mother-to-child transmission, MTCT. MTCT remains one of the most frequent modes of pediatric HIV transmission in sub-Saharan Africa. It is estimated that 6% of pregnant women receiving antenatal care, ANC, in Uganda are HIV positive. With his HIV status known to many of his family members, death was only a step away. They made a decision to send him to his grandmother in Fort Portal, Cavalry District, to avoid the cost of transporting a dead body.
So they abandoned me to my grandmother in Fort Portal, and I had to stay with her for a full year under care and support from Uhinga Hospital, which is in Fort Portal. It's the referral hospital in Fort Portal. One day I woke up and I asked her, "Come on, grandmother, why do we have to go to hospital regularly? Why is it that some people, when they go to hospital, they get treated, and then after, they stop going to hospital? Why is it that for us, we keep on going there on a regular basis?" So she had to open up to me and told me the whole story. And so I promised her that when I recover from the disease that I was suffering from, I will do anything in my power to make sure that I pay back.
But with his determination to live, his grandmother's care coupled with treatment from Buhima Hospital, he beat the odds. Not only did he survive, he thrived.
But later on, I got an opportunity to start volunteering with Uganda Young Positives, and it changed my focus. I gave it all that I could. I gave it my time, I gave it my energy, I gave it my ability and capacity to improve the lives of young people that could be going through a similar situation or even a worse situation than the one that I got through.
Today, all is in the past, and he focuses on empowering the young men and women who are faced with a similar predicament. He is the executive director of Uganda Young Positives, an organization that focuses on educating young people about HIV and AIDS.
And as we speak now, I am the executive director of the organization. I've changed. I think I've inspired a lot of young people. As we speak, I'm a happily married young man with a child. I met my wife in 2014, and so in 2015, 16, 17, we finalized our courtship, and on the 20th of July 2017, we did our wedding at the Miracle Center Cathedral, and we are now happily married.
It was through his advocacy work that he met his wife, Ruth Nanteza.
We sat together with my husband and we decided to have only 2 children in life. And God has blessed us with a boy and a girl. Of course, I'm expecting a girl because I already knew her before even giving birth to her.
The two were united by their status and share a similar story. She too was orphaned by HIV and discovered she was HIV positive in senior 4. When the couple decided to have their first child, they embarked on a journey to ensure their son was born HIV-free. They attended antenatal classes. Both mother and father were given antiretroviral drugs and the appropriate care and support services to protect their child. She admits the journey was scary, but the fruits of giving birth to a healthy child were very rewarding.
We are not expecting more children. We only want 2. The reason being, because the more I get pregnancies, the more my body will weaken, which is not good.
With a daughter on the way for the young family, it is time for new beginnings as they continue to spread a positive message to others in their position.
My dream of letting people know that despite your HIV status, you can be a noble and productive citizen, it is almost coming to life, because I thought I would do it through the education angle, but unfortunately I had to do it through advocacy.
As Uganda joins the rest of the world to celebrate World AIDS Day on December 1st, there will be games like those of the Mbirus to celebrate. The Ugandan Ministry of Health adopted the World Health Organization Prevention of Mother-to-Child Transmission Option B+ in September 2012, which calls for all HIV-infected pregnant women to be put on antiretroviral therapy for life. We are winning the battle together. Now, this report was compiled by Angela Ndagano for New Vision TV.
Moving on. More viewpoints are weighing in on the arrest of suspects linked to the death of the Assistant Inspector General of Police, Andrew Felix Kawesi. The Chief Justice condemned the rearrest, saying it is interfering with judicial proceedings, while human rights defenders say they are disturbed by the persistent use of excessive force by security agents. Joy turned to tears after suspects in the AIGP Kawesi murder case were rearrested by plainclothes persons. A few meters from Nakawa quarters, they headed home after being granted bail last week. Police has since distanced itself from the persons who grabbed the Kawesi murder suspects. As New Vision TV, we examine the different viewpoints on this matter. In business news, it is common practice that most Ugandan consumers look at the price rather than the quality of the products they buy, often missing the quality mark, which proves that a product is standardized. Now, Uganda National Bureau of Standards is on a move to sensitize consumers about standards of goods and services on the market. You're still watching New Vision TV, and now for Pearl of Africa series, we journey to Ngamba Island, home of Uganda's chimpanzees. Ngamba Island is located 23 kilometers southeast of Entebbe on the shores of Lake Victoria and is home to over 40 orphaned or rescued chimpanzees. Take a look.
Located 23 kilometers southeast of Entebbe in Lake Victoria is Ngamba Island. It is home to over 40 orphaned or rescued chimpanzees. Ngamba Island is reached by a boat ride. It is a project of the Chimpanzee Sanctuary and Wildlife Conservation Trust, established in 1997. On reaching the island, the guides take you around the place, explaining the history of the Chimpanzee Sanctuary.
Chimpanzees have different behaviors like humans. Some of them are aggressive, some of them are friendly. And we have a chimpanzee known as Eddie. Eddie is one of the bigger males. He was once a leader, but he has remained with that confidence in the community. And at some point, he likes throwing stones. That is a sign of aggression among the chimps. And Eddie is one of the chimps that are really aggressive in the community. So sometimes it's good at throwing stones to fellow chimps, to humans, and whoever
While here, the visitors experience how chimpanzees are being fed. Those who do not fear animals like this get closer to them, but these chimps are separated from humans by a large electrified fence in case they turn aggressive. Ngamba Island is a sort of paradise in Lake Victoria. It is not only for chimpanzees but also for the visitors. There are not enough words to experience the awesome experience and the awesome time visitors spend on this island. Now, for more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website www.newvision.co.ug. Our newspaper, The Sunday Vision, is also another home of adventures. So get your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories.
And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more of your updates on your mobile, on your desktop, on your tablet, anywhere on the go by visiting www.newvision.co.ug. I'm Lynn Komjisha.